Look, it's Tim with TAH Farm. Today is June 29th. Had a week of vacation last week. Had a family event that required it to be last week. So we're getting back at it. Today we're doing some spraying. And what is that? I'll explain in a minute. Yes, here you go. 40 bags. What I got in that hopper from the old friend did not come up. Maybe 70,000, if that. It's spotty. So we're gonna replant these in right on top of them. We're not gonna do any ground. We're just no-till them right in. I don't think I'll use all of them, but that's what we're doing there. But this morning is basically no wind, maybe 2-3 mile an hour. So we're gonna get to spraying. Got the AMS made up last night, and we're going to go spray 11 acres. So let's get this loaded up. Well, we're out here spraying, and these little fields, once you get the perimeter done, back and forth over there in that little 2-acre field, 2 trips and I'm done. This one will be 5 or 6 trips and you're done. But we're getting along. I don't like this new WAS 138. I don't think it's as accurate as the 135 was. But it is what it is now. And but yeah, I think it was a whole lot more accurate than 130. Yeah, the old one, 135. But we're doing what we're doing. Spraying's working pretty good. Had a little problem there in the beginning. For whatever reason, the boom kept shutting off. But I don't know, messed around with a few things, pushed some connectors together, and it all seems to be working now. So we finished this one. We got a little 4-acre to do. That one's going to be kind of a pain. Like I said, this new WAS does not work well around trees. So, but we'll get that done, and then we'll get to planting again. So we've got to clean the drill out yet, but we'll get all that done. I did have to slow down to 3.5 miles an hour though, because we're doing 20 gallons an acre. That's what Liberty calls for. Well, that's what's recommended anyway. So let me get turned around here. Yeah, my chemical guy recommended 20 gallons to an acre with this Liberty. So yeah, we had to modify a little bit. The tips I have are set up for 15 gallons an acre at 5 miles an hour. So to go to that 20, I needed to either up the pressure, and I wasn't able to get that with this pump I got, or slow down. So I tried 4.2, it just wouldn't quite keep up with it. So we dropped down to 4th gear and pedal to the metal and running 630 on the RPMs. Pump can handle 1,000, so we're good there. The pump's designed for 540 or 1,000. This tractor only has the 540, but yeah, anyway, we're going at 20 gallons an acre, and it should be working pretty good. It looks pretty good spraying. A little on the windy side. We're about 7 miles an hour. I don't like spraying in that much wind, but you can legally spray up to 10 miles an hour, so we're legal. I just, with my neighbors here and the landlords, I don't like the possibility of any drift. So, but yeah, we're getting it done. We'll be back with some planting. Yeah, I'll show you this real quick. With this GPS, it actually turned this outside section off. So we're just spraying them 4 sections. The outside 2 sections on each side are 100 inches. Tank level low, well, it's not really. The outside levels, outside sections are 100 inches each, five nozzles. The center one's got 7 nozzles, and it's 140 inches. They cover 20 inches each. So kind of bouncing that edge there, so it wants to turn on and off. And it knows that by the coverage of the GPS. So I'm not guessing whether I need to waste chemical out there or not. It's doing it for me. And it keeps jumping whether I'm using this row or this row. I'm just watching that edge, making sure I got coverage. That's why the lights aren't working. But yeah, I just thought you'd see that GPS, how that works. Alright, I'm over in this new 9-acre field I picked up. I planted this 10 days ago, 11 days ago, and you can see them in the rows, but when you look at them, it's pretty thin. So we're replanting. We're putting in a 3622 RXF channel seed. Those of you know channel seed numbers, yeah, that's a 3/6 maturity on June 29th. So let me turn around here and I'll explain the theory. Alright, here's the theory. We had a very, very late spring. I'm banking on a very, very late fall. If we get a late frost, that is going to be in my favor. And the way this year's been, that is the theory we're trying. Right, wrong, indifferent. If we get the late frost, I'll get a good yield off of these, unlike second crop beans you'd get on wheat, because guys are starting to take wheat off right now. Next week or a week after that, they'll be putting in double crop beans. So I'm at that point planting this. So instead of doing a 2/6, a short maturity, we're going to go with this longer maturity of a 3/6. I don't know what that means other than it's going to take roughly a third of the time longer for that bean to mature. Now, whether we get to that maturity state or not, I don't know. I got a little rut here, little washout. It'll just take a little longer to get to that maturity. And if we have a late frost, since we had such a late spring, that may work in my favor. We have an early frost, it just cuts it short. The bean pods won't fill out as nice. Smaller bean, less test weight, you know the game. You non-farmers, I'm taking a gamble. And that's kind of what it is sometimes. So anyway, we're about a little over halfway done with this field. We get done here, we'll put some more seed in the hopper and start on that field behind me. Alright, we're going to be doing a little planting at night. Just getting started on my 14 acres or so behind the house. I just felt like I needed to go to church tonight. It's Wednesday. So I went to prayer meeting. Had a good service. Enjoyed it. But I just felt like putting God first tonight. We took a break. And we're going to plant these now. So I got the headlands done behind me up by the road. I got to do these headlands here, and then we can just get going back and forth. So we'll show you what this looks like when it's lit up at night. I know people talked about a lot of technology in the cab. I could not be doing this at night if it wasn't for this technology. Now, I got them lights set on, I think, 3 inches. So, that's pretty close for WAS. And I don't know why it's bouncing around so bad all of a sudden. But anyway, that's showing me where I'm mapping. And this is showing me where I'm going. This is very accurate time-wise. That's got a delay to it. And then that down there is just telling me how the seed's coming out. Are they pretty even? And one side of the drill does drop a lot faster than the other side. But yeah, I couldn't do this at night if it wasn't for that. I can't see what my new lines are from the old lines. So it's really hard to see where you're going next to your last row. So, but hey, we got about this much left to do. I don't know, maybe 6 acres left. But we're gonna call this a video. It's just getting dark and it's hard to concentrate watching the video. So, but hey, thanks for watching, guys. We'll get things going better here. It's been so busy.